TYT Sports, everybody. Ben and Rick, it is Super Bowl weekend, so naturally we're going to start by talking about Russell Westbrook. The big controversy is Russell Westbrook's got angry at Thabo Sefolosha because Russell Westbrook...
From Switzerland.
From Switzerland.
Thabo Sefolosha, yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Former Chicago Bull.
So Westbrook gets called for the 5-second call in the NBA.
5-second backdown call, yeah.
Which it's the Charles Barkley rule I've now read, also known as the Mark Jackson rule, but
I didn't know
the Charles
Barkley
rule too. I have watched 3,000 NBA games in my life. I have never seen this play called.
See, now I've seen it called though. I've seen it called.
JR?
In a video game,
JR?
when I'm playing 2K.
In a video game.
And when I'm playing 2K, you know, that's when it usually happens.
Talking to JR, big NBA fan, he didn't know about this rule. 2 weeks ago, for the first time ever, I'm watching a Laker game, and Kobe gets the ball from, Kobe gets the ball as he does, not in the post, but he gets the ball like beyond the arc, and then he just turns and backs down. And so I guess it's the free throw line extended with your back to the basket or side of the basket if you're dribbling for more than 5 seconds. You can get out of the rule by picking up your dribble or obviously by dishing or shooting. And the announcers are like, oh yeah, Kobe clearly had it for like 5-6 seconds. And I'm like, so what? I've never seen it. And then Westbrook gets it last night, and Sefolosha was asking for the ball for, I guess, Russ to give it up, and he didn't. He got mad. Westbrook goes to the bench and goes into a little Westbrook fit. And Maurice Cheeks, the assistant coach, top assistant Scott Brooks, comes over, tries to talk to him, doesn't work. Westbrook storms off just in the middle of the game. In the third quarter, goes to the clubhouse, I guess.
Flips over a chair and then walks in.
Slams the chair over,
walks into the locker room.
And comes back like a couple minutes later.
With a towel on his head,
when he's
looking down.
Looking like a total sound. Now, I hate this from Russell Westbrook because I love his game. He's exciting.
Well, and he went to UCLA.
And I love what he made of himself at UCLA. But his meltdowns are noteworthy.
Yeah.
But I think we make way too much of them. He's a temperamental player. We have not seen any indication yet that this really has cost the Thunder in a big moment.
No, they went to the finals last year. So no,
they went to the finals and they hadn't cost him anything. And here, this is, by the way, this game last night they beat the Grizzlies by 17. They won at 106-89.
Well, they beat the Grizzlies, who started Jerryd Bayless at the 2 and Tony Allen at the 3. So they're in between a trade. It was a good time to meet the Grizzlies.
But Westbrook does look bad at it. Can we show him the clip? Take a look at the clip. So you've checked that out. Now, the great thing is that the second link that we have here is the interview he does with Craig Sager. Oh man, what is up with that shit? What is happening there?
Well, I mean, they call it like the hipster trendy look, and even the sports journal, the business journal, I don't remember which one it is, pardon me, the biggest hipsters in the NBA, and they did a slideshow that included like LeBron James, Iman Shumpert, we'll throw in right here, it's terrible. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, they're all doing it. And he wears the glasses.
Iman Shumpert has a...
He has a flat top.
He has a flat top.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, you wear glasses, so you could tell right away when we showed Russell Westbrook.
I was watching it last night, and I'm looking, I'm like, God, his glasses don't reflect at all. He's in a locker room. There's no special lighting in the locker room.
Sure.
And then you realize, motherfucker, there's no glass in there. That's just an empty frame.
Just a plastic frame.
You can't wear that. You cannot wear that. That's not hipster.
But no, it is though.
It's not. It's an idiot. He's an idiot.
That's 2013. No, that's what it is. Dude, it's just what it is.
No, Rick, you gotta fucking have some balls, for crying out loud. They look like idiots. You don't wear glasses with nothing in them. That's not what people do.
I'm telling you. Okay, look.
Would it be a
Me first.
No.
We went to Lens Crackers this past weekend, and I asked the lady, I asked a great girl, Sarah, love her, and I said, how many people actually come in and buy sunglasses? And she goes, buy glasses without frames, and she goes,
without lenses.
Without lenses, and she goes, more than you would imagine. It's just what it is now.
Rick, I got that people do it. Your answer to whether it's an idiot thing to do can't be that people do it.
It's totally stupid.
Anybody who does it is a moron. So anyway.
Okay. So
let's get back to the important stuff about Westbrook.
His attire. After we see the interview, he does not answer Craig Sager's follow-up about how he, like, what'd you say about controlling your temper? And then he comes back and says, "That's what you said, bro." Not bro, bruh. I think B-R-U-H.
It sounded to me like Brent.
No, no.
Does Dick Westbrook thinks all white announcers are Brent Musburger?
Could be.
Is that possible?
Yeah. I had one friend named Brent. It's kind of a dying name.
That's what you say, Brent. Craig Sager asked one great question in there. Do you know what it was, young man? What the best question Craig Sager asked? By the way, he did a nice job in the interview.
About his temper. Do you think you need to control your temper more?
That's a fine question. I'm not saying there were no bad questions.
Yeah.
Although he did bail Russell Westbrook out. No, he asked, What does that mean? Like
the
sometimes
follow-up,
the simplest question in the world, because he said, I controlled it like a man, like I did, right? And Sager,
and obviously like you did.
And Sager says,
yeah.
What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. What does that mean? And Westbrook gave a great moment. Like all of a sudden, we learned a little something about Russell Westbrook. There was a authentic moment that happened in that interview. Craig Sager asked the simplest question there is.
Yeah.
What? I don't understand what you just said. Like put somebody, because he said something, by the way, because what Westbrook said was, whatever, was there a conflict between you and Thabo? And he's like, who was it with?
Just a miscommunication.
And he's a miscommunication. With who? And he goes, no, just a miscommunication. Well, two people have to miscommunicate. You can't miscommunicate with yourself. And that's what you say, bro.
Yeah, bruh.
That's what you say, bruh.
That's what you say, bruh.